If you're standing on the corner of 32nd Street and Broadway, there are several directions you can go to quickly find something good to eat. Walk east and take your pick of innumerable Korean dining options, from dumplings to barbecue to bubble tea. Go a few streets downtown and you'll have Mediterranean mezze at Chef Jose Andrés' newest New York restaurant, Zaytinya. A few blocks uptown is one of the city's seminal dining rooms for meat eaters, Keen's Steakhouse. And soon diners will be able to follow an unexpected path to one of the city's best new big deal meals. They can walk down the subway stairs and into NYC and the new fine dining Korean influence spot. New Yorkers and tourists will both be familiar with this not particularly lovely and well-trafficked entrance to the 34th Street Herald Square station, which is convenient for everyone, from pandemic station commuters to Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade fans. Before the pandemic, it ranked number 3 as the city's busiest subway station, with more than 39 million annual passengers. NYC, which is slated to open September 21st, is located on what counts as the mezzanine level of the station, behind a grungy area that used to be home to an in-and-out barbershop and a newspaper stand. The space has been expanded and transformed into a pristine, brightly lit dining room with a minimalist kitchen that could double as a lab, and walls decorated in varying patterns of black, white, and gray. Claire Sujin Kim's design of the space was inspired by Korean monochrome ink and wash paintings. A long 12-seat black granite counter with undulating white stripes running across it anchors the room. Behind the counter is Chef Dae Kim, who has the elegant features and spiked hair of a BTS band member and a scent resume that includes stints at the 3 Michelin star per se and at the modern Chinese hideaway Silver Apricot in Greenwich Village. The explosion of the Korean dining scene around New York is arguably the city's most exciting food news of the past few years. At Naro, which opened last fall as the Rockefeller Center X, and the Sort of Center Sort Fundamental section, and the Fuller $1 billion is after in a full of community state place of their homeland. The couple has gotten worldwide attention for their exceptional townhouse restaurant Animix in Nomad, where the $3.95 menu goes deep on Korean cuisine. It's currently ranked number 8 on the world's 50 best list. At the 2-year-old Mari and Hell's Kitchen are tasting of kimbap Korean-styled hand rolls. Most of them filled with high-end seafood starts at $145. Bluebird Pursuits got a preview of his innovative restaurant and a chance to sample some of the 15-course menu that will start at $225, not including tax and tip. I dreamed of arriving at NYC via the subway entrance, but the Black Iron gate was still firmly locked when I went to check it out in July. So I went a more conventional way. The restaurant is based on the lower level of the Mart's Inc. New York on Broadway, part of Curio Collection by Hilton. Walking across the lobby and down a staircase will also get you to the restaurant, whose physical address is 49 W 32nd St. T. The chef's obsession with flowers also results in a smart little dish he serves near the beginning of the meal of Japanese crab, kigani, and an exquisite little tartlet that also happens to look like a multi-petaled flower filled with the creamy innards of the crab and turnip. Kim was born outside Seoul, but started his culinary career in the U.S., learning from cookbooks. These dishes are notably stunning, even in a moment when it's impossible to find a chef who isn't paying attention to how their dish looks. He clearly stalks the Union Square green market, buying every tiny edible flower he can get his hands. He and his 3-person kitchen crew spend hours prepping ingredients for whimsical presentations.
a dish of an amidate live fish fillet arranged with clams as the tail to look like a fish diving into the water. For instance, the intense prep work belies the fact that Tim is literally cooking without gas because of its underground location that kisses it to the ocean roots. And with the caveat of yes, several raw preparations.
In a later dish, Kim spotlights shiny skinned slices of mackerel, Korea's favorite fish, served warm with chunks of mezze and a sweet sake spiked carrot sauce. And he has a hand roll of venison, and a nod to the meat-heavy Korean diet, packed with herbs and accompanied by thick beet gochujang, the intense, all-purpose Korean sauce. For dessert, he offers a delicately flavored frozen flan flavored with honey and dough pollen, and topped with a sorbet made with chamoy, the Korean melon. The wine program, formulated by General Manager John Parsons, features bottles from cool climates like Germany, Austria, and California's North Coast to balance the subtle flavors of the menu. The pairing will bill for $175. There's also notably good non-alcoholic pairing options from beverage director Alex Trong that run the gamut from booze-free cocktails. Some made with Korean ingredients, like Wujang green tea, bottles like the German Klamnel Startling non-alcoholic wine. The non-alcoholic pairing will cost $95. Back to the restaurant's subway entryway, diners will need a keypad code to get into the restaurant, says Joseph Ko, a co-owner of Noxie with Bobby Clack, who also have the popular bi-level Baekjeong Korean barbecue spot nearby. They are well aware that the transit entrance will also be accessible to people in the subway who aren't necessarily looking to sit down and pay for fine dining. They're also outfitting the subway entrance with security cameras and a Ring doorbell system to see the guest at the door and considering a security guard. But even with the keypad interruption, it's an entrance that's guaranteed to delight diners looking for gimmicks to go with their meal when black gates are finally rolled up.